Good evening and welcome to Apex Esports League. I'm JT, bringing you round 2 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Street Stock Cup. And tonight's round sees us at Lime Rock Park Classic. Session tonight, we've got 10 minutes practice, 10 minutes of qualifying and a 40-minute race. The car's capped at 36% fuel means they will need to stop to be able to finish out the race, but the conditions are clear and time of day is morning. Our standings after round 1, coming into round 2, Ricky Bunt comes in with a clean sweep from the opening round, securing a nice 260 points, and followed closely behind by Matthew Few in P2 and Kurt Heath in P3. Our race results last week for round 1 were at USA International Speedway, and it was that clean sweep secured by Ricky Bunt, taking the pole position, the fastest lap of the race, and then going through to take victory. And checking out our track at Lime Rock Park, so it is 2.35 kilometers for the track. It's 23 degrees currently on track, and weather conditions are clear, so it's going to be some real optimal conditions for some good racing in the stocks. If you're joining us for the stream, jump in the chat, say hello. We're halfway through the practice at the moment. A couple of times on the board, 56.8 by Ryan Bunt. Ryan Carlson just comes through, 56.7. Bit of a blink there for Carlson. And the rear's really loose in these cars. It is quite a challenging track to be able to get the things around, but it is a lot of fun. Since our rather tail happy, just going to try and control that rear as going into the corners. Otherwise you'll be going for a bit of a drift. They can be grabbed pretty easily. Things can easily go wrong once you're under race conditions. Brad Hayes goes for a nice drift. It almost was going to hold it. Five drivers with times on the board, a fair bit of a difference in the timings. Another blink there again. Must be Carlson going fast. Yep, car 131. On board with John Wade in the Wonder Car. A little bit loose in the rear for Rushworth. A change in our sessions too. We will be having a random safety car in the race. So it will be called a random moment through the race. Drivers will be completely unaware. Drivers getting caught. Pretty big incident that we missed last week. So we'll hopefully be able to catch up any drivers if they get caught. Oh, solid smash. 12 drivers registered at the moment. That heap just joining in. Fu just joining the session also. Spill for Simmons. Simmons has found a good spot for some destruction or airtime. As open practice done and dusted, 10 minutes of qualifying with points on the line. It is important that they get pretty good position for the race. Coming in with circuit this week. After the ovals for the start, see some mix-up amongst the front. Our series leader, Ryan Bunt, needing to be able to put down a solid qualifying. Not only follow it up to try and get that series lead to be maintaining into the final. Jump on board for a lap around Lime Rock as well. And rear getting loose over the crest on that back straight. He catches Hayes, but he saves it. Fu now out on track. Fu and Heath off to a podium potentially after the first round. They'll be pushing pretty hard tonight to be able to set themselves up coming into the final. Spin for Simmons. Oh, narrowly avoids. I'll jump on board with John Wade. Get the camera to go over. We'll see if we can really scale the rest of the lap anyway. To the midsection, watching that inside curb will unsettle the car and dive it out to that outside. And where we saw the big slips happening with the tail happy is on approach here to this crest. On the power there, will slip the car out. You can hear the wheels lift off the back. And not a whole lot of braking used in the classic layout. Tidy lap there, John Wade. So ideally, only turn one that you're getting down the brakes. Shave that speed off before the turning to watch the rear slide. And then feathering the throttle all the way through. It's either off completely or just feathering through most of these corners. Watching not to get on too early. So that curb unsettles the car, but exit curb saves it. Oh, I'm not sure if that was a small dab of the brakes that might have just caught that car into a slide on approach up that hill. Caught the grass. Nicely saved. I think that lap would have been counting. It would have been invalidated. Previous lap, 57.67 for John Wade, qualifying into P5. Ryan Bunce managed to grab pole by nearly 3 attempts. It's a pretty solid time. The rest of the qualifying laps for Bunt has been in a couple of attempts to 3 attempts difference on average. Simmons has just gone for a ride into the wall. A couple of attempts away, Matthew Fu. Race will be grid start, rolling start, meaning not going to be doing grid as we usually do. So it'll be continuing through the rolling as we have for the oval parts of the series. Bit of clutch use there. Should have 8 tenths off. Not sure if there had been a touch there for Clifton. I think it was Simmons' car. Thirteen drivers currently in the session. 10 have got qualifying times in. Drivers on out laps at the moment. There's over 2 minutes left to get their laps done. There's another driver with a time on the board. Sam Tucker currently on an out lap. Third Heath currently qualifying in P9. Simmons not yet getting in a time. Not on an out lap at the moment. Be a time on the board. Yes, David Simmons gets a time on the board. Into P12, sitting 103.45. Hayes yet to get a time in. Looks like that lap's just been spoiled. Close call there. The bunt. Approach with Simmons. 1 minute left on the clock. They're lucky they may be able to squeeze in 2 laps here. Hayes not wasting time but bringing the car back in by the look of it. Matthew holding up in P3. This is looking good for running P2 in the championship. There's 2 temps either side of Fu's time. Oh, and pole's just been stolen in the final laps. Carlson landing at 56.2. Bunt with 56.39. Oh, that's not going to be claimed back now. That's qualifying chances done for Ryan Bunt. Will Ryan Carlson be able to hold pole position? He's just brought the car in. He gets loose. Oh, caught the grass. Unlucky for Hayes. And getting a nice little amount of slipstream there. Wrap up a lap as well. So all drivers done with qualifying. That sees Ryan Carlson take pole with the 56.198. Some burnouts in the Eagle courtesy of Andrew Rushworth. We should be able to check out these qualifying results now. Then we have qualifying for round 2 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Street Stock Cup at Lime Rock Park. Ryan Carlson takes pole position with the 56.198. And then the rest of the starting field is then Ryan Bunt, Matthew Fu, Andrew Rushworth, Mick Clifton, Kurt Heath, Sam Tucker, John Wade, Nicholas Martin, Andrew Martin, Stephanie Piccoli, David Simmons, and Brad Hayes. Driver to grid, and then the parade lap will be set up. We'll get a full parade lap. Not sure if Carlson just jumped out then, or if that was a blink. Restart, we'll see Carlson on the inside line for turn 1. Good race start here from Bunt. Able to have themselves in a pretty good spot for racing line into turn 1. couple of drivers trying to get temp into the tyres. It'll be rather difficult to try and do, which will just cause incident more than what you may gain out of it. Safety car ready to peel in. Just had a blink as well. Just went to scenic view. Race away. It's Carlson. Oh, and Bunt narrowly just gets to the line. Executed nicely, but had to shave a fair bit of speed off. Let's put opportunity to Fu. How they move on Bunt. Doesn't look like too much drumming off for Tucker. Oh, there's a cloud of smoke. Oh, the nose dipped in. Carlson pushing out a second lead now. Only on lap 2. One trying to hold on. Oh, the rear into the dirt. Slides that car all the way through the corner. Pushing it to the limits. On there's side by side between Rushworth and Fu. Rushworth gets to the inside. Just watching that rear to slip out. Almost some crisscross. On the chase to Rushworth. 145 at the crest. Goes to look for a move similar to how Rushworth did at the previous lap. It's going to be hard to pull that up. It's going to be slided right out. Rushworth nearly slides out as well. Costly error for Fu. Clifton moves up a spot, as does Nicholas Martin. Carlson pushing out the race lead. Almost 1.5 seconds now. So a few little spaces starting to form up. Or will Steph hold it? Pirouette out in the grass, better than wall contact. Hayes with Heath ahead. There's 6 tenths difference between the two. It's going to be when the random safety car comes out, that's going to bunch them all back up. Temp short for some move arounds. We got Nicholas Martin diving into the pits. Is there damage with the car? It's a safety car that's going to probably be that most will be trying to hold out for. However, the pit stop is a lengthy one as well. And there could be some issues as we do reduce the safety laps down to 1 to green once that car crosses the control line for the first time. It does affect the pit open and close. So some drivers could potentially get caught out if they do hold out as well. It's going to be a little bit unknown. John Wade in the pits. Oh, Sam Tucker is limping the car. Not sure if the car's dead. Running out of fuel. I think he's dead and it's just rolling the car. Shouldn't be too long of a tow. At that point there, that's probably going to be quicker than trying to crawl the car back, I think. Hayes as well. Wade back out on track, as is Nick Martin. It's an idea of total journey times for the pit journey. Minute 18.8 for Nicholas Martin. Minute 19.3 for John Wade. That's with a box stops time around 54 seconds and 51 seconds. It's the fueling. Since it does simulate the canister fueling, there will be a pause in the fueling. Still some blinks for Carlson. Carlson lapping David Simmons. That's P9 currently lapping. Oh, another big blink out. Gonna make things interesting if Bunt gets into a spot there to be able to go for a pass. A gap. Trying to hold on. Been caught behind Simmons for a little bit as well as push out that lead. Now at 8 minutes. Rushworth on approach. Simmons now under blue flags. Car looking a little floaty for Simmons. Not sure if that's just the normal body roll. He may be contending with some damage for the car. Oh, there's an off. Sam Tucker. It's Tucker that was limping into the pits as well, I think. Clifton trying to chase Fu. Sparks flying at the back of that thing. Coley on pit out. Kurt Heath approaches. Through the first quarter, Ryan Carlson still maintains race lead and pushing that gap out. Now pushed out to 2.5 seconds. On lap 2, we're looking around at 1 second lead. It's an off for Sam Tucker. Coley under blue flags. Clifton overshoots the box. Data for overlays briefly changed to being on the outlap just as Clifton overshot the box. You can see where it's just picked up. The line for the boxes being the point on the journey out. Tucker's just retired. Fu trying to close in on Rushworth. Time's not quite showing in. Last lap, about a second quicker than Rushworth. Previous lap's not quite on par with it. Trying to reel it in. We do have to have this safety car. That's going to mix things up pretty big. With 36% fuel cap, they should be able to last out to around the 20-minute mark, 25 minutes potentially. Only our first four currently on lead lap, is it? No, just about. More blinks. That's with Mick Clifton sitting in behind. Currently a lap down. There's a lot of rear getting loose there for Piccoli. Managed to hold on to it. It's Hayes Runs it rather wide on the exit. Colleen Hayes both on the same lap here, so racing for pole position. Oh, another blink again.
The yellow flag is out.
There's our random safety car. 15-minute mark. Drivers diving for the pits now. That's been missed for Carlson. Dive in at the end of this lap before getting picked up by the safety car. No wave around. All lucky dog. Carlson taken by the safety car. We will go 1 to green once the safety car crosses that control line. There's a crash for Coley. Safety. That crest, yeah, it just grabs that car. Damage into the tyre wall. The drivers ducking in. Simmons journeying in. Carlson having got the pit out of the way, as has Bunt. Race lead. We bunch back up again for Bunt, having another shot to try and take race lead. With the pace that Carlson's been putting down, it may be hard to try and hold it. There's definitely going to be a battle if it's taken at this point, especially when we're only just on approach to the halfway point. Carlson on approach to the train.
Green flag, green flag.
Was a rather chase to try and get race start. Clifton, cold tyres, I think, shoots off out into the scrub. Clifton having dramas. Very unfortunate spot to have and off to try and get back onto. Just have to watch the whole pack fly through. Hayes and Wade nicely bunched up here. Nicholas Martin starting to pull away from the straight by the looks of it. Wade's keen to stick the nose and get around Hayes here. We lost power there for Hayes. Wade unable to capitalise on it. On that Hayes. Another car victim to that crest. That's an out for Clifton. Might have been technical issues going on for him. Briefly just picked up that he managed a speed of 310 k's as top speed. Top speed for anyone else is 207 kilometers an hour. Not sure what was going there. Clean, thanks for jumping on the stream. You cheer on Ryan. Hayes coming in to use that fast repair. A new top speed as well. That's straight. For Fu, being up 217, so very good slipstream. Tucking right in behind Bunt. Battling here for podium. That's P1 and P2 in the standings between Bunt and Fu. A lot of rear slide. And dropped off some speed there for Bunt. Fu's going to cross over to the inside, to the outside. Bunt hold that inside line. Fu slides out, carrying a heap of speed. He'll lose another spot to Rushworth. A little bit of netcode tag there. Oh, just complete spin around. Oh, there was netcode. Quite work out, but there was a shunt there for Rushworth. Who seems to have avoided damage. And drop back a couple of spots away from Bunt could be damaging. Sitting in P2 for the series. Beef now a position ahead of Fu. Not too many battles starting to form now. Feel cleansing out pretty quickly after that safety car. leave on. Most exciting just for a small moment. On and off for Piccoli. Same spot again. That's a bit harder, I think. Smart. And Wade testing P7. With a fair bit to catch up after that off and battling Rushworth earlier. .6 gap between Fu and Heath. Ten minutes left on the clock. Entering the last quarter. Ryan Carlson having a huge lead on the race. 6.5 second gap. Having pushed through from the start. Not sure what was going on with the catch up. Carlson under the caution. And dive to the inside to, I think, come flying through and grab race start. Wade into the pits. Nicholas Martin was one of the drivers that pitted very early Being on lap 5. Didn't come back in under safety car. Not sure how that's going to hold out. Fuel situation. Bunt dropping back to nearly 7.5 seconds now. Sitting nicely in a position for P2. Rushworth also closing in third. They got a pretty solid gap to P4 behind. No real contesting at this point. Rushworth's able to reel in Bunt. So looking to go for a move on the outside. Wide, held the car. Big runner for Heath. That's going to have a lot of difference in speed between the two. The extra braking here for Fu. Just pulls it up in time. That left the door open to the inside. Pass maintained. And we're pursuing Kurt Heath behind. Back from Matthew Fu. Hey Mark, so jumping on the stream. Carlson extending that race lead. 6 minutes left to go. And Nicholas Martin coming into the pits now. Link. Some spots up for grab here. Unfortunate here for Nicholas Martin. He's got another lap safety net between Wade and Martin. Just on the current race lap together now. Simmons getting swamped with a bit of lapping traffic. That was a slide off for John Wade. Covered, no damage. Ryan Bunt pulling away from Andrew Rushworth. Might not be able to chase down Carlson at this point. Was crash ahead. Coley and Hayes. Field runs off to avoid. Martin getting loose to the inside line. Three minutes to go. Only 3 to 4 laps. Hayes coming into the pits. Not sure if there's damage. Must be damage. Unlucky third stop for Hayes. Piccoli's just had enough. Been 3 stops for Piccoli as also. Otherwise, 2 for most of the field. Yeah, front runners for the 1 stop. "39 laps, over 38 minutes. And random safety car, 15 minutes in. A couple of laps left in it for Ryan Carlson. Top of the podium is looking pretty secure. He's 6.5 seconds away from P2. And there's 22 seconds to the car ahead. So there's no mistakes here for Ryan Carlson. And he'll be able to claim the checkered flag. He's still parked up. Might be waiting out. Only this amount of time left on the clock. Ryan Bunt looking great in P2. A few second safety net behind to P3. There's no need to be really overly pushing here. Just keeping it secure. Coley's just come in. White flag's out. Final lap. I think that's having a little bit of a play with the car in the final lap. Simmons just recovers back on track. That's P4 on approach to lap. Checkered flag out for Carlson. Race win goes to Ryan Carlson for round 2. Congratulations to Ryan. And on the podium, P2, series leader Ryan Bunt. And then on P3, Andrew Rushworth. Well done to our podium. Matthew Fu, P4. Kurt Heath takes P5. Lots of big celebration burnouts going on. Carson goes for a drift around. There we got some race results. We'll take a look at those now. Race results for round 2 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Street Stock Cup at Lime Rock Park Classic. Ryan Carlson is our race winner. And then also on the podium, P2, Ryan Bunt, and in P3, Andrew Rushworth. And then the rest of the standings is then Matthew Fu, Kurt Heath, Andrew Martin, Nicholas Martin, John Wade, David Simmons, Stephanie Piccoli, Brad Hayes, Mick Clifton, and Sam Tucker. If everyone's too busy doing burnouts, we do have race winner here. And congratulations, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Different to have you here for a chat at the top end of the podium, so well done.
Well, there's a first time for everything, isn't there?
That's it. And it looked like a pretty strong pace out there through most of it. You had a pretty solid lead at the end of it. You just sort of had to put your arm up on the door sill and take it easy for those last laps.
Yeah, to a Peter Brock in 1979.
Yeah.
No, I think the safety car worked to the opposite of what it was meant for. So it actually helped me. I think the gap before the safety car was like 2 seconds, and by the end of it, it was like 5.
Yeah, was there?
So that definitely helped.
Were you playing catch up to try and start the race at the end? We saw you doing a long charge down pit straight with everyone to the side.
Yeah. So next caution lap might have to make it 2, not just 1, because everyone on the lead lap, they dived in the pits when everyone caught up, then we saw it all go to 0. So we're all still trying to catch up to the safety car by the time we come in.
Pit stop way too long for it.
Yeah, pretty well.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely enjoyed it. It was just about sort of maintaining pace and not making mistakes, and maintaining the gap and not making mistakes. So no, it was definitely a bit of fun.
Yeah,
There's one thing I do like, it's touring cars without any aero and a lot of mechanical grips. Oh, good.
Yeah, looked like a lot of fun out there. And congratulations, guys. Ryan grabbing P2, that's going to help the series lead.
Yep. Thank you.
Especially with a little bit of a gap now in between the other two. There was a few little errors. I'd seen Kurt and Matthew sort of go off track a couple of times, and then that sort of gap formed between you for them, so that's going to extend that lead slightly.
Yeah. Now I know how the others felt from last week. Because Ryan just took off.
Yeah, pulled away. It was hard to try and hold on there. You were keeping about a 1.5 second gap for a while.
Yeah, and then I started mucking up and I just backed off.
Yeah, end up doing well, still to be able to bring it home in P2 though, so well done.
Yep, thank you.
And congrats, Andrew.
Yeah, Tuesday too. Fun little race.
Yeah, it looked like a little good fun out there.
Yeah, I just apologise to Matt because we had almost had it coming together early on when he went for a move up the inside, and I sensed him coming. We both ran deep under brakes, and he ran a little bit deeper, and I just And then the second one, he ran really deep, trying to catch Ricky, for P2, and he went off track in turn 1, and then as he rejoined, he sort of cut my nose off a bit, and I just tapped him up the rear. I just didn't see him until the last second, so...
Yeah, we caught that just at the end. Didn't know if there was just some rear slip or if there was a little shunt, some contact. Looked like there was a gap in the stream when we were watching it, but...
No, I definitely got a contact on my end. I just wasn't, because my FFV's so far forward, I just wasn't expecting him to come that deep down onto the apex after going off. But certainly wasn't intentional.
Very unlucky.
Yeah, because we were on for a good little battle there.
It was a good fight there, doing the same little swap around on the inside line for turn 1.
Yeah, well, Matt did really well in the pit stop, because he jumped me in the pit stop because I missed my box. I ran deep into my box and had to reverse, and yeah, that wasn't fun. So I went from P3 to P4 under the safety car. But yeah, that was fun.
That's good. And you guys all having a little close bit of time together between Ryan and yourself as well, or Ricky.
Yeah, I couldn't catch him. He was, especially like with qualifying, he did a 56.3, which is way faster than I could have gone. But no, once I knew that P4 was what 10 or 12 seconds or something behind, I just played the team game, and knowing that Ryan's leading the championship, I just want to try and help him. And yeah, so not that I could catch him anyway, but I just honestly wanted to maintain third and sit behind him and watch him
manage to do it.
Bring home P2 for the team, so that's good.
Well done. Good having 2 of you on the team as well, so congratulations.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well done, Ryan, for the win.
Yeah, well done on that race win. Did you end up having to change all tyres, or just opt for one side in particular, similar to last week, or is there any different strategy with the circuit?
I changed all.
I changed all of them.
Yeah, I changed all too.
It was covered under the fuel, so...
Yeah.
Yep, that's easy.
I don't know how much fuel I took on, but it wasn't the whole. I think I only used 20 litres. I think I'd stopped it just before it finished anyway, but yeah, I mean, I was contemplating doing 2 tyres because there's just like 5 big left-hand corners and 1 big right-hand corner. Sorry, other way around. But I couldn't remember if it was covered by fuel or not, but by the time the safety car came out, it actually came out the lap that I wanted to come in, so it sort of fuffled me a little bit there. But yeah, by the time it came out, I went, nah, stuff it, I'll just take 4 anyway, because what am I going to lose? If they overcut me or undercut me, I should say, by taking 2, then I can hopefully try and get them in one of the other corners where it turns left. So, but no, it was good.
I almost made the mistake of coming in as soon as the yellow came out. I for some reason, didn't read that the pit was closed on my screen.
Yeah, it would have caught you out.
And I was like, I better stay
Need
out.
to do more oval racing.
Yeah, I've done bugger all. I just drove V8s.
Well, these cars are V8, you can drive them around an oval.
Yeah, I can kind of turn left. Can't turn right and left in these very well. No, it was a really fun race.
Yeah,
They certainly get loose pretty easy.
Yeah, it's great watching the tail through the final corner. Just everyone just slide that rear all the way up to the exit curb.
Oh, just even up over the hill. I was trying to keep it flat, and it caught me out a few times. Got a bit sideways, and
yeah, I lifted off going over that.
I did most of the time, but trying to catch you guys.
Chris caught a few.
I did it.
Yep, definitely did.
Yeah. But No, it was good. The lap cars were respectful, and I nearly ran out. I think it was Simo. Nearly ran out the back of Simo into turn 1.
Yeah, I kept catching Samo in really bad places.
Yeah, I ran Simo off the track accidentally.
Oh, the
Was
last,
it on the
Unlucky.
last?
last corner.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then he came straight back on in front of me, and he sat in the middle of the track. I'm thinking, you're gonna go left or right, left or right, left or right, pick. Oh,
because I didn't want to
Isn't
go
it-
on the
hands just went
inside
left.
of that corner.
Yeah,
Because you go out, it slides you out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
other tricky bit too, when how much these cars really do slide through the corners, trying to navigate that line to be able to get around lap traffic as well.
Oh, and hitting those
And
concrete.
hope you're not going to drift out or they drift out into you.
Yeah, we're hitting the concrete rebel strip on the last turn, even with the ride height up, still wasn't that friendly. Still
Yeah,
wanted
she-
to kick the rear.
Bit in for a few.
Mm.
Yeah,
Simo's on
says,
stream chat
I'm
saying I'm always
always-
unpickable.
Well done, Simo.
Yeah, so that should keep Ryan in the lead of the championship, hopefully. Should.
Yeah,
Hopefully
definitely.
we'll put Ryan
be
in
a
second
gap.
in the championship.
And that's why I felt extra bad when Matt and I came together, because I know Matt's sitting in P3, I think. Did he finish third? Did he finish second or third last week?
Second, yeah, chasing P2.
Second. That makes me feel even worse.
2 spots back.
We had a chat in the Discord straight after the race and came to the agreement it wasn't either of our fault really, so
Good to hear.
yeah. But we'll see.
Yeah,
You
well,
can be the judge.
that's it. Well done, guys, and all the best of luck for the final round, especially heading in probably as should still be series lead, I think, Ryan. So all the best of luck into the oval. At least it'll be a bit bigger oval as well, and with the random safety car as well, that'll make things interesting.
Yeah.
As long as the safety car goes for 2 laps this time.
Yeah, it'll do the full few. When your pit crew can't work as fast here as a lap can be done, yep, it will leave the safety laps as they are.
Our lap was like full throttle. I only got to the last turn when the green flag dropped again.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
Ryan only just got the car to the front.
I think I
Flying
might- I
down
think I-
pit straight.
I think I might have to do a bit of bump drafting with Ryan next week, trying to secure him the championship win.
Well, you could do a bit of bump drafting with Ryan to try and get him the championship win.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Talking about this Ryan.
Nah, I'm talking about.
Not
about
about the
Apex,
other Ryan.
I'm closing, man. I'm only 40 points behind you.
I'm a team player, so.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever we can do
Look
to
forward to seeing how it resolves next week. So all the best of luck to it. And
Thank you.
congrats on your drives
Yep.
tonight. So
Thank you.
probably
you.
the shouts. So Ryan Carlson, over to you.
I think I've only really got to thank PWR. They're always really helpful with providing setups and guidance for my endurance racing when I decide to do it. Other than that, Chapman's Auto Repairs, they've done a lot for me over the last couple of years, and Repco at the moment currently doing a heap for me while I'm working there. So yeah, it's about it.
Excellent. Thank
Thank
you. And over to you, Ryan Bunt.
Yeah, just oh fuck. I can't
Whoa,
remember
what's your
now.
language?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
What was it? Benetech, Next
Get the
Level
script out.
Racing, Dubby, Chubby Buns Burgers, Razor, I think that's it. I can't remember. And all of the teammates at Apex. I'm trying
Alright.
to memorize it.
You need
That's
a
all right.
script for your side of the TV.
we do. We do.
That's all right.
I try and memorize it.
Once you're on the podium more, Ryan, you'll have them all down pat in memory, off by heart in no time.
Yeah.
And over to you, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks, JT. Just give a massive shout out to incredible sponsors and partners: Pagnian Advanced Simulations, Next Level Racing, Dubby, Fanatec, Stump Grinding Central Coast, Razor, Chubby Buns Burgers, and a massive thanks to the Apex eSports League and all of the Apex teammates. Really appreciate it. It's always good fun. We have a ball when we race together, so really enjoy it.
That's how you do it, Ryan.
Well done, guys. Well, congratulations and well done on the effort. And I'm sure if you get on the podium next week, Ryan, you'll be all set.
Maybe.
Don't worry, I had to scramble to find it, Ryan, so it's all good, mate.
Yeah, I didn't find it in time, so I just tried to.
I almost forgot that I was on the podium.
That's
so
right.
I
That's
didn't
all right.
join the
Yeah.
waiting for it.
You're not alone. We've heard it plenty of times. You get the post race, and you easily get distracted, so no problems.
Yeah, big shout out to yourself, JT. Really appreciate how you run the league and everything you do for the Apex Esports League and us racers to be able to race each week.
Cheers.
Yeah, 100%.
Much appreciated.
Cheers. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
And congrats again, Ryan, on the win. And the other
Cheers.
Ryan, the podium.
Congrats to you too, mate. Epic
Yeah,
result
yeah.
from both of you.
Cheers.
Yeah, congrats, guys, and good luck next week.
Thank you very much, JT. Have
Cheers.
a good night.
Thank you, JT.
Then we have our podium finishes with Ryan Carlson being our race winner for round 2 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Street Stock Cup. And on the podium in P2, Ryan Bunt, and P3, Andrew Rushworth. And then we will be back for the final round next week. That sees us at Phoenix Raceway 2008. So it's going to be almost a tri-oval, and it's going to be a good fun one to be able to finish out the series. Not going to be as short and tight as USA International for round 1. It's going to be a big open, very fast track. Still quite technical to be able to get these cars and manage it through the try. So thanks for tuning in tonight. A big thank you for supporting the league and our drivers. And also thanks to our sponsors and partners, Pagnian Advanced Simulation, Next Level Racing, Dubby, Fanatic, Stump Grinding Central Coast, Razor, and Chubby Buns Burgers. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you trackside next week.